Hi guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to my first ever video that I have posted. If you're watching right now, congratulations, you're an OG. And with that being said, if you guys actually enjoy this video, please don't hesitate to show the channel some support because literally anything will help. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my favorite tips and tricks on how to get rich in Adopt Me. And this isn't going to be one of those average videos where people just kind of explain how to play the game, because I honestly find that is just what a lot of people do. They say hatch eggs, do trades, but that's just like the bare minimum. Literally the only person I've ever watched which actually gives good advice is Dewdrop, and obviously myself included, because I have used these tips multiple times on multiple different alt accounts and I always end up with a really good inventory. So if you guys are currently stuck with a bad or even mid inventory, I can promise you now, if you watch this video and use this video, you will definitely see a change literally like within a week. So with everything said and done, let's get into the tips. Before you all start to freak out at me and become keyboard warriors in the comments, because yes, this does sound strange, let me explain. This tip is more so for people who have just started Adopt Me or who have like a low tier inventory, but nevertheless this could apply to anyone. And no, this doesn't mean that you should trade your bat dragon for 9 cats just because there's more pets. This applies to more low tier pets like commons, uncommons, and eggs. For example, if you saved up enough money to buy a couple of eggs, should you A, buy 1 royal egg, B, buy a couple of pet eggs, or C, buy loads of cracked eggs? Technically there's no wrong answer, but if you said C, we're on the same page, because sure, the eggs with like the highest chance of hatching a legendary are naturally more tempting, but buying more eggs at a cheaper price will open you up to more pets to make neon. Low tier pets are also the easiest to make neon, as common and uncommons age up relatively quickly. Even rares, like they're not that bad, and when it comes to neons, most people will offer a decent pet or even overpay because they typically fall under preppy pets. So personally, if I'm trying to trade my neons, I tend to do like 1 or 2 low tier neons for a decent legendary, and I always check elf red values to make sure it's a fair trade. And then all I do is repeat this process over and over again until I have about 7 to 8 legendaries, and then I usually trade them, like all of them, for just 1 decent neon legendary, and then once again you just literally keep repeating that. As a matter of fact, the account I'm currently playing on in the background is an alt account that I made 25 days ago, and as you can see I already have 2 neon legendaries and a fair amount of regular legendaries, and I'm currently making a mega neon K junior. And literally all of that just came from loads of common pets and low tier neons. You just have to actually put in the time and effort to upgrade the pets, which as you can see from my inventory in 3 weeks, it is possible. Another vital thing that you should take away from this video is the amount of money I have in the top right hand corner. It isn't necessarily loads, but it is a decent amount considering I don't ever even play as a baby because I just find it so annoying. But it still didn't even take me a long time to get this money. All I did was just make neons and grind. The moral of the story is you need to save money. I see far too many people spending their money straight away as soon as they have enough for just like 1 egg. And in my opinion, it just isn't worth buying 1 egg by itself unless you are literally brand new to the game and you're slowly trying to just upgrade your inventory and get more pets. My personal advice would be to either save up and buy loads of eggs at once, meaning your chances for a legendary are higher, or save your money for future updates. When the new pets are first released, they tend to hold a higher value and will slowly decrease over time, and that's why it's a great tactic to save your money so you then have enough money to buy the new pets straight away and get overpays for them. And although I did say earlier that I hated playing as a baby because I personally find it annoying, I would still recommend considering it if you are trying to earn bucks fast. And another alternative is earning money through stands and cash registers, so you can be as creative as you'd like. If you have nothing to do and no neons to make, it is crucial that you're still being productive, so therefore you can spend your time getting age up potions. You can earn age up potions once a pet is fully grown and you can raise its friendship bar, or you can attain them via a lure. I personally would just pick 1 pet to grind with, and then you can just get loads of infinite age up potions. You'd actually be surprised at how many people don't do this or just simply don't know you can, and on this alt account I actually have a fair amount of age up potions because I've been saving them. I choose not to use them on just average neons because I think it's more beneficial to use them on new pets when they've just entered the game to do it quicker, and then you get overpays, or I will use them when I'm feeling too burnt out to make a neon, so like when they're legendaries, because they literally take forever. Adopt Me's profile update is honestly one of my favourite updates ever, and the fact that some people still don't bother using it to their advantage really baffles me, because profiles can truly help with getting better trade. By setting up your profile and adding in what you have and what you're looking for is bound to get you offers, and I'm sure I'm not the only one who stalks profiles when I'm bored, so I can guarantee the majority of people are always looking at yours. And if someone finds something specific in your profile that they want to offer for, there's a high chance that they'll just overpay for it, because I'm definitely guilty of doing this. If somebody has a pet I'm trying to make neon, I hate letting it slip away, and I'll just overpay for it to secure it. On top of this, using a trading stand to attract trade requests is also one of my favourite ways. Yes, it costs Robux, but I'd argue it's pretty easy to trade for as well. On this account, I traded an ice moth dragon for it, and the majority of my trades now come from the trading stand. I would also recommend giving trading houses a go, and take it from me, I literally suck at building, but so far on this account I've traded one tiny home for 2 neons and a legendary, and I've built a second tiny home which is still listed for trade. You can either follow a building tutorial, or you can just do what I do and wing it, hoping it looks decent in the end. Now, I'm not just saying this to seem like a good person, I mean this from the very, very bottom of my heart. Don't beg for pets. As I said before, I started this account 3 weeks ago, and I've been able to grow my inventory significantly, and not once have I asked for a free pet. For the first week, my name was something like, "I'm new, so any gifts are appreciated," and that way people would voluntarily trade me to help me out. Literally just spamming the chat or trading people to directly ask for free things just becomes annoying and tedious, and it has a lower success rate. On my first day on this account, somebody actually gave me a free legendary Frostclaw, and I was completely minding my own business when it happened, and believe it or not, there were actually tons of kind people in Adopt Me that would be willing to do exactly the same thing for you. If anything, begging will just lower your chances completely. And honestly, you just have to remember that everybody has started from scratch, so everybody has worked just as hard as you to get to where they are, if not more. A different alternative for this would be the hyperspeed potion method. You can get these for free from the speed cauldron, which you can purchase at your house and then delete straight after for the full price. And all you have to say is that you're trading them for literally any pet, and that way it's technically free, but you're also not completely ripping the other person off. There are tons of value websites out there that you can choose from to help with your trades. However, all value websites have slight differences, meaning your trades can never be perfect. To keep your trades consistent as possible, you need to commit to just one trading website, and I got into the really bad habit of checking loads of different websites when doing trades, like Elfbred, Adopt Me GG, and Bolt Values, but in reality it's just confusing, and it often made me panic decline. And the problem with doing this is you never know which one to trust more, so by picking just one and sticking to it, you're staying consistent and will be profiting. So for example, I currently use Elfbred, however I have been debating switching to Adopt Me GG because I've started to realise Elfbred may be slightly inaccurate. The other value websites tend to collectively agree with each other on most things, whereas Elf tends to have its own values, which makes me think it is slightly false with its calculations. And I've actually seen more and more people start speculating this recently, as it does appear that some pets have been purposely increased in value, but nevertheless the values that you choose is up to you, and there's no right or wrong answer, you just have to be smart when trading. I've been using Tradery for years now, and no, this isn't sponsored, but I had to include it in the video anyway because the website is just such a genius concept and is so helpful. Tradery is just like an easy way to basically offer for pets you're looking for and list the pets you're trading. So in a way it's similar to Adopt Me profiles, but it opens you up to way more people. However, and this isn't to scare anyone because this can happen on literally any social media website, but you do have to have your wits about you when being on here. Back in, I would say around 2021, I was hacked by Tradery after somebody accepted my offer and then sent me a link asking me to click it and then add them. But this link led me to a fake Roblox website that they sent me to, which was crafted to look extremely real, and it brought me to like a sign-in page where I entered my details, and it wasn't long after that when I realized that I had been logged out and I'd been hacked. Like, I literally joined my account from my mum's phone to try and stop them from taking my pets, but bro did not care, like they did it anyway. I do apologize for the side rant, but I just wanted to make it extra clear that stuff like this can happen, and Tradery is an easy place to fall for it, just like 12-year-old me did, so simply don't be stupid. Somehow I've managed to waffle that much that I've literally run out of footage for the background of this video, so I think this is a good place to end it. As I said before, if you do follow these steps and actually use the advice, you will upgrade your inventory in no time. There's literally no excuse. Anybody can do it, Robux or not, it is possible. I'm starting to sound like some weird ass motivational speaker right now. I'm just gonna stop while I'm ahead of myself. I hope you all have the best day ever and learned something new from this video, and I hope you can all join me in my next one as well. And if you managed to watch till this point, make sure to let me know. Bye guys!